Okay, in this demonstration we'll have a look at fractional indices and make sense of them and meaning of what they are. We know things like, we already know that let's say 2 to the power of 3 times 2 to the power of 5 is 2 to the power of 3 plus 5, which is 2 to the power of 8. We know that, that's a given. So it would follow that, just catch with the writing, it follows that 2 to the power of a half times 2 to the power of a half would equal 2 to the power of a half add a half, which is 2 to the power of 1, which is 2. Okay, now we're going to use that idea in this following example. Okay, what is 4 to the power of a half times 4 to the power of half? It's 4 to the power of 1. What else can you think of that will give an answer of 4 but are both the same? So in other words, what times what can I put in here and here and must be the same to give you 4? Well, 2 times 2 is 4. Okay, that makes sense? Certainly does. 2 times 2 is 4. Now, compare this in yellow. Compare the two pieces there. What can we say? We can say that 4 to the power of a half must be the same as 2. Okay, that makes sense. Also, let me have a look at this one. What other way can you think of it? Good, well done. 4 to the power of half is the square root of 4. So it looks like here what we've got is the square root of 4 is 4 to the power of half. So what we have is we have made sense of a fractional index. i.e. 4 to the power of a half is the same as the square root of 4. Now, will that be true of others? Sure, let's have a look. If I do 16 to the half times 16 to the half, and I get 16 to the half plus a half, which is 16. Now notice that 16 to the half is the same as 16 to the half. They're both identical. So we're looking for two things that are identical that will give us 16. Well, 4 times 4 is 16. Right? But also, the square root of 16 times the square root of 16 is also 16. Alright, so this gives us 16 to the half is equal to the square root of 16. Same as before. Can we extend that? Can we extend that further? What about other fractions? What about fractions of, say, a third? Would that have any meaning? Well, let's use numbers that we know. What about 8 to the third times 8 to the third times 8 to the third again. Okay, well this is 8 to the 1/3 added to the third added to 1/3, which is 8 to the power of 1, which is 8. So in other words, something times the same something times the same something again will give us 8. And what can that be? Well, 2 times 2 times 2 is 8. The cube root of 8 is 2. In other words, 2 times 2 times 2 is 8. So the cube root of 8 times the cube root of 8 times the cube root of 8 must also be 8. Try that on your calculator. Have a play. See you again. We've now got a result here. The 8 to the 1/3 is equal to the cube root of 8. Okay, 8 to the 1/3 is the cube root of 8. What I'd like you to do is use your calculator as well, but see if you can come up with some more examples for yourself and write them down, justify them, and come up with some more examples of maybe a quarter or a fifth. What does 2/3 mean? What would 8 to the power of 2/3 give you? Okay, what does the power of 3/4 mean? I'm going to finish there.